Morning everyone. Bit of a cloudy day today, so pretty good for what we're going to be up to. So over the weekend I stumbled across an ad. Actually, that's not how it started. So it started when I did the gutters. Did the gutters on the house. The drama is this little shed here floods, and you can see all the moss on the thing, and that's your problem. There is the gap between the fence and the gutter here. This shed was never ever meant to be fully waterproof. It was, when I used to be a surveyor, I used to keep all my pegs and stakes, just wooden stuff here. As long as, if the ground, it was all on pellets, everything in here was on pellets, which were on top of that was on top of bricks as well. So nothing actually touched the ground apart from some bricks. Wood was never on the ground, so it wasn't an issue. But now that I'm not doing that anymore, this has kind of turned itself into a bit of a storage shed. So it is annoying that it gets wet, but this wasn't the intention of this shed. Everything else is pretty watertight. You can see there it butts right up to the shed, plus the roof of the shed comes over it, and so it doesn't leak there. The only place we're getting water in is there. Even on the sides there, pretty good, nice and watertight there. Pretty good there. We're going to fix that anyway, this gap. Even here, so no water can blow in. It's got a bit of this flappage, but like I said, it was never meant to be waterproof. So what I got was this yesterday from Bunnings. So it's I can't remember the size, but I think it's a 50mm. I did see it somewhere. That's it there. 3 meters, 150 by 50. So what's that? What I'm thinking of doing, so this is all I was going to do really, because when I was up here cleaning this gutter out, I saw the gap and I was like, oh, we can do better than that, we can fix that. So the big flat bit will go here, and then the little 50mm bit will turn down into the gutter, bridging that gap between the fence there, and boom, stops your water. Normal fashion, what I normally do, I was up there looking at the roof. The roof's not bad. It's the same stuff what was on the veranda of the shed there. So I'm thinking, well, maybe we can do a better job on the roof. And so yeah, I found an ad on Facebook. This guy sells the sheets there. He's got a certain amount of certain colours. I'm not fussed on the colour, so I just got a Dove White, I think it was. And I said, have you got 1.5 metre sheets? Because he sells it for $10 a metre, so it's only what's that, $15 per sheet, and I only needed 4, so yeah, $60. And he cut them for me as well, because he only had 3 metre long sheets, so he cut them in half. They were actually a little bit longer than 3 metres, so we ended up with 1.53 times 4. So I think that's the colour. No, that's the colour there, Dove White. So they're brand new. They're just left over from jobs. His son's a roofer. Dumps all the extras at the old man's house, and the old man sells them on Facebook for a bit of beer money. So pretty good. He cut them for me for free, so that's cool. So yeah, his job's gone from adding that to reskinning the whole roof now. It's not going to rain today, I hope. It just sprinkled just then, but nothing serious. But what I'm thinking of doing is taking everything out of here. Probably bar those tiles. I just need access to this. I just need access to this wall. I'll get my pressure washer in, and we'll clean all this out with the pressure washer. Then we'll put everything back in. Probably while everything's out, I was going to have to take the roof off anyway to be able to do this properly, because I can't walk on this roof. Obviously, it's only plastic. So I was going to take the roof off anyway, so that I could get the ladder in here and work properly along there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I've also no, you can't see it. So that this gutter, the end of it, I put on a back plate. And when I was cleaning the gutters out, either the brush that I was sending down to clean the gunk that was in here, or the hose, I can't remember, has popped it through. The other day when it was raining, I came back and I think there was more spurting out the end of the gutter than actually going down the downpipe. So I've got to re-silicone that back in, so because otherwise what happens is it fills up down here and then floods and comes back in here. So that's another job. So yeah, I'm gonna probably try and leave these tiles here. They're just leftover tiles from our bathroom, so Yeah, and even those pavers, I'm probably not going to move them. I really don't want to move these either. I might move the bricks and the hose, and then that's it. I don't feel like lifting anything hard. My back's only just starting to come good now, and I don't want to go stressing it out with that stuff. So yeah, they might just stay there, and I'll work around them. Clean this up. They can stay there. I'm not moving them. And then I'll just brush the floor out as best I can. Move all this stuff here out the way. This can probably stay here because it's full of paint and stuff, so that can stay in there. But all the loose stuff I'll take out. So yeah, let's get into that. So sheets are there ready to go. We'll clean this out. We'll take the roof off. If I can stack all this stuff down here, even if it does sprinkle, it's going to stay dry. So that's my theory. So yeah, I think we'll just get bung all this stuff out and start cleaning. I actually did get a new toy for the pressure washer. I think it's in here. What did I do with it? Here. Maybe not. Here. It's a like a whirly tornado kind of cleaning bit. So yeah, I did have one for the gurney, but obviously it's got the gurney connection on it, whereas this has got the 1/4 inch quick connect, which will go straight to my gun, or I can use it with the stuff I was using to clean gutters. So yeah, pretty cool. So yep, that's we'll give that a run today. Obviously the boys will come out and check that I'm doing it right throughout the course of the day. So yeah, we'll stop talking and start getting stuff out of this shed. Okay, that's better. So I just tried to shoot most of it through there. I think it's gonna. I still got to clean that there, bit of splashage, but and there. But yeah, cleaned up. That cleaned up nice. That tip works really well actually. So yeah, pretty good. I might just yeah, quick spray of that. It'd be nice to stop this from flooding, which I suspect it's coming from that way. I don't think it's going to happen. The only thing I can do is put some silicone down there, but then I can't get behind the tiles, so there's probably no point. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Just clean these walls a bit, and we're done. Okay, pretty good. Come up nice. Bit of water in here, but it'll eventually dry out. I'm not too worried about that. So next thing is we'll get this roof off. I've got this insulation here. It wasn't to insulate anything. I used to have my sandblaster in here, and when you've got the sun behind you, if you've used the sandblaster before, you need quite a dark room to use it in. Plus the light that was in my sandblaster wasn't very strong. It is now. I've upgraded it, but before it never used to be very strong, so you had to have it quite dark in here to be able to see what you're doing inside the sandblasting cabinet, that's all. But that doesn't matter anymore because it's not in here. So yeah, next story is we'll rip. I'll probably leave that there. I'll just go up on the roof, start undoing some bolts, nuts, screws, whatever they are, and we'll get this roof off. And then we'll chuck the ladder in here. I can stick my head up through here, and we'll do that that panel. We'll I've got to clean that now because that's all full of dirt. Anyway, I'll get the roof off. Okay, so the next bit we need to sort out is this bit. So it's going to go like that, but obviously I need to cut. I need to cut through a leaf for that, and that, and probably not the end one, or maybe just a little bit. So it's obviously not going to make it. This is just over 3 meters, so it's not going to quite make it. I'm going to silicone on the fence, then that's going to get glued and screwed to the fence, and it is what it is from there. So that should be easy. So I just need a texter, maybe some tin snips, probably scissors. It might be a bit thick for scissors, so yeah. Okay, so what was that? Oh, whoops. So just got to make a couple relief cuts. So that's good there. And if you just imagine all the people, we'll just go something like that. Make it a bit smaller or bigger. Doesn't really matter. I've got some flashing tape. That's silver flashing tape, so I can kind of make it good there. I need to go a little bit. Oh no, that's big enough there. Yep. So we'll just cut that. I really hate tin snips. But it's the best I can do with what I got. So that'll work like that. Yep, that's fine. That's cool. And then another relief cut. So I think I'm going to have to... Oh no, that's pretty good, because I did cut this edge. So yeah, I might actually snip a little bit more off that. I'll take it down to do that though. So we just need a relief cut there, like that. I'll do that downstairs, and then I'll just cut a little bit more. This side's alright, but this needs to come down. Okay, got it fitting. Just got a little bit more at the end there for the gutter brace, but otherwise that's how I want it to fit. What I'm going to do now is just run a bead of silicone along the fence the whole way. I'll just cut that off. Yeah, and then kind of stick it down and screw it down all in one hit, and we're done. I'll get some screws ready. Probably start from the middle. I won't need too many. That'll probably do. Just move that out of the way. Oh yeah, here it is here. Cool. Hopefully we've got enough. Alright, so we're gonna have to kind of get it on and not move it around, but I do need a snip at the end there. try that. Okay. Oh, that's got it. And just straight down. There we go. Nice. Okay. So pretty much now we'll take a few more. And that'll be enough. And then I'm just going to have a look around to see if I've got anything for that. Otherwise I'm just going to use the silver tape. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use the silver tape. I don't really have any plastic. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that I can really use for that. Whoop, whoop. Ah, bugger. There we go. That will be enough. That's not going anywhere. There's no need to no, I don't think there's a need to put anything here. It's really not going to go anywhere. The wind can't get underneath it, so that'll be fine. So we'll need that. I'm going to have a look for something that I can use. May even be a bit of old Elsinite, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, I'm going to call that done. Pretty happy with that. So I just got a bit of the old Elsinite, heated it up with the heat gun, just to put a different kink in it, and yeah, worked out, no dramas. So we still need that. Probably not going to need that. And that's it. So pretty much up to putting the roof up now. All right, I think we'll call that. I didn't miss one hole either. One of them got a bit out of control. I just had to put it on an angle, but otherwise the rest all lined up quite good. Didn't put any extra holes in that weren't needed. Like I said, it's gonna be, the weather mainly comes from this side, so that's kind of why I started from there and then overlapped the joints that way, so that way the wind, even though you got a bit of a gap here, it's not a biggie because the wind is always pushing to the east there. So so if you were to look at it from this side, the wind is always going this way, so all good. But yeah, you can see that all looks good. We're all tidied up down here now, so gutter's actually still nice and clean, so that's cool, and no more gaps. So let's go and have a look from this side. Yeah, I might just get a bit of flashing tape from the other side. I can get on this roof now because it's tin, I can stand on it. So I'll just go up there and I'll just put a bit of flashing tape, but you can see the rest is tight as, there's not even any sunlight coming through. Yeah, Celastic's all squeezing out nicely. So I think we'll call it. I reckon that's a good enough job for this little shed. It's more waterproof than what it was ever intended to be, so pretty happy with that. The only other thing I might keep an eye out from Bunnings is some that PVC stuff, a bit smaller though, 50 by 50 I'm pretty sure you can buy. And what I'll do is I'll tuck it in under here and then screw this down with Celastic, and then it'll just come over here and fix this up here, because right now I think the old one used to come the other way. This used to come down and cover this gap, whereas this is open now to the weather. So that's what I might do, is just get a bit of yeah, I could do that, or I could even get the tin snips and just run the tin snips right along here so it's flat. Might do that, it might look nicer, and then put the angle on top of this and then down over that, and that'll finish that off. But other than that, I think we're good. I think we'll call it. That's gonna be good. And I got a bit of old Alcinite, heated it up with a heat gun and just bent it, so that's finished off that bit at the end there, so we're sweet. I've capped off the bit of the gutter. I didn't do that on camera, but yeah, you can kind of see it from here. It's only just got like a little short damn wall on it. This is all good, and I don't think you can see it from that way, which should be, that way no one has to have a whinge about looking at anything ugly. So, but yeah, that's done a cracking job. So it's pretty much, I might just let this I might leave all this stuff out now, let this dry out before I put everything back in there, put away what I can put away, and I've got to sweep all that up. That's the old paint, that turbo nozzle was ripping up paint there. That's how effective it is. It's pretty good. Yeah, and a bit of a mess here, but that PVC stuff worked out pretty good. That's this stuff here. Cut that up into little bits and throw it away in the bin slowly. Yeah, and that's it. So all good. We're not too bad. Didn't make too much of a mess. Got the job done. It was about 2 hours all up. What is the time? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I just seen the time there. It's just after. So yeah, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yep. So all good. Pretty happy with that. It shouldn't blow because no wind comes in here, but I've got it pretty tight. I haven't put any screws in this middle bar because I just don't think it's going to actually achieve anything. This is really, you can see there, it's pretty flimsy, but yeah, it might pay just to put one there, and one in the middle, just where the joints are. Yeah, it might pay just to do that. I'll have to measure so that I can go back on the roof and measure the top and put one in. But yeah, that could be a thing that we could do now. But that's about it. Otherwise, we're all good there. Actually, I can't. I've only got one screw left, so I won't do that just yet. I'll have to get another pack of screws next time I go to Bunnings. I'm going to need some more anyway. Probably another 10 more to do this 90-degree flashing. Pretty much similar to that. That's all I want to do. Something like that can go right over and just protect that join there. That's all it needs. So yeah, but that's a Bunnings job, and then I'll get some more screws, do that, get up on the roof, do the middle bit, and that's it. Call it a day from there. Anyway, cheers for the help, and we'll catch you on the next one.